Welcome back to the deep dive. You know that feeling, don't you? That real common frustration when you're just wrestling with some piece of bloated software.
Oh, yeah.
That all-in-one tool promises everything, but I mean, it ends up doing nothing really well for what you specifically need.
Exactly. It's spread too thin.
Or maybe it's just the sheer amount of information, the stuff you have to process every day, creating some annoying bottleneck. I bet a really specific, tedious task just popped into your head right now.
hmm
We've all got one.
We've all been there. And yeah, it's just exhausting.
It really is.
Well, today we're going to try and cut through that noise.
Mm.
We're diving deep into this really interesting company called ByteMint.
ByteMint? Okay.
They call themselves a micro app studio, and they're offering, well, it seems like a pretty radical alternative. Custom-built AI-powered micro apps. And the key is they're designed to solve one painful problem, but solve it incredibly well.
Just one thing. Focus. Right. So our mission for this deep dive is basically to unpack how ByteMint is making these powerful, tailored AI solutions accessible, not just for the big guys, but for small teams, freelancers, consultants.
Helping them punch above their weight.
Exactly, without all that usual overwhelm. We've got excerpts from ByteMint's website, their services, their story, their impact.
Great stuff, so we can really dig in.
Yeah, we're going to pull out the most important bits, give you a shortcut to understanding this kind of disruptive approach to software.
Sounds good. Where do we start?
Okay, let's unpack this. Because ByteMint is going after a really, really common problem, what they call feature fatigue.
Feature fatigue. I like that term.
Yeah, it's that feeling, right? Being swamped by software that's just too much. Endless buttons, options you never touch, most of it totally irrelevant.
Totally irrelevant to your actual job. Yeah.
And then you have these advanced AI tools, the ones that could really change things for you, but there's often this huge barrier.
The paywall.
Exactly. They're stuck behind a big budget sauce paywall, inaccessible to the smaller players, the very people who could really benefit.
Right. And that's where ByteMint's solution is so interesting. Their whole philosophy is just, well, elegantly simple. One tool, one purpose.
One tool, one purpose.
Yeah. They're not just building apps. They're intentionally creating these light-focused apps. They strip away all the unnecessary fluff, the stuff we've almost come to expect.
Mm-hmm.
And this precision over bloat, it's not just a minor advantage. It's like a whole different way of thinking about software.
Okay.
It acknowledges that, in this age of information overload, simplicity, directness, those are becoming premium features.
Mm-hmm.
It helps with that cognitive load, letting people actually focus.
Right. Focus on the actual work instead of fighting the tool.
Precisely. Especially for small teams or individuals. They get the power without the steep learning curve or the big price tag.
Mm-hmm. And it's not just what they build, it's the SMED, right?
Yeah.
The sources really emphasize this. They build these micro apps in days, not months.
Days. That's fast.
It's incredibly fast. And that speed, it changes the game for businesses wanting to try AI. Less risk, No huge upfront investment, no waiting forever.
Yeah, you see value quickly. Well, as they say, competitors are still drafting specs.
Exactly. And their model is interesting too. AI built, human delivered. What does that actually mean in practice? How do they get that speed and the personalization?
Yeah, that's a really good question. That AI-built, human-delivered bit is kind of the secret sauce, I think. They achieve the speed by combining no-code speed with AI expertise.
Mhm.
So they're using smart AI tools to handle a lot of the underlying code generation, the repetitive stuff, automating the build.
Right.
But and this is key.
Yeah.
The human-delivered part means you've got actual domain experts guiding that AI, making sure the app is exactly right for the client-specific problem, understanding the workflow nuances.
So it's not just generic AI output, it's tailored.
Precisely. Tailored. Personalized. And they also talk about using a modular code base and plug in data sources. That means the apps aren't just quick to build, they're also flexible. They can scale when you do.
So it's not a dead end if you grow.
Exactly. It's built for adaptability, which is crucial for smaller, growing businesses.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me because it's not just theory. We have actual examples, real-world cases of how these micro apps are changing things.
Yeah, the impact. Let's hear it.
The impact seems really tangible, solving these specific, sometimes really nagging problems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's take Ollie Bags. They apparently had WhatsApp chaos for managing their product.
Oh, I can imagine that mess.
Right. ByteMint built them a single inventory-tracked product catalog, and the result, a reported 40% efficiency gain in those workflows.
40%, that's huge for operations.
Huge. But it's not just ops. Look at Plant Up. Anisha Khanna there used a tool and Marketing Mate. It streamlined their campaigns, saved hours every week, and boosted engagement. They estimate a 40% reduction in social media posting effort.
Wow. So marketing automation, but super focused.
Exactly. And then there's a daily sales tracker, helping businesses make decisions faster, boosting reporting speed by an estimated 40–50%.
Making data actually usable day to day.
Yes. And the pattern continues. Real estate analysis time cut from hours to minutes and estimated 80% faster.
80%, that's transformative.
Right. A habit tracker, Habitized, improving adherence by 35% with nudges. Even a balance tracker helping freelancers avoid late fees.
It's the focus, isn't it? Solve one specific pain point really well.
That seems to be the key takeaway. Focus solutions, outsized results.
And what's really fascinating, if you look at these examples together, is how they perfectly illustrate ByteMint's core values. You see them in action.
Okay, like what?
Well, first, lightweight by design. It's obvious, right? These tools do one thing, no extra baggage, minimal footprint, maximum impact.
Simple and effective.
Second, human-guided AI. The automation is smart, but it's always directed by someone who understands the actual problem, the context. That's critical. It's not just generic AI, it's tailored intelligence.
Right. The human touch ensures it's actually useful.
Exactly. And third, own your data. They make it clear. Your data is yours. That builds trust, gives users control.
Which is increasingly important these days.
Absolutely. And these values, they directly lead to those efficiency gains and the satisfaction people report. Because the tools aren't just effective, they align with what users actually need. Clarity, control, purpose. It's truly user-centric.
That makes sense. It's not just a tool, it's a solution designed around the user.
Precisely. A solution that genuinely transforms rather than just functions.
Okay, so let's broaden out again. Let's look at their micro app showcase because the range of problems they tackle is pretty impressive.
Yeah, the diversity.
It really shows the potential here. They're hitting startup needs, consultant challenges, creator workflows, even personal productivity.
So it's not just one niche.
Yeah.
It's an approach.
Exactly. So for startup and SME tools, think about common operational headaches. That daily sales tracker we mentioned. You upload sales or input manually, boom. Instant summary, trend graphs, WhatsApp-ready reports, simple, done.
Taking friction out of basic reporting.
Really. Or the invoice splitter. Upload invoice, get an auto-categorized Excel CSV. How much time does that save?
Countless hours for small businesses, I bet.
Then for consulting and professional tools, this is interesting, a client call prep tool.
Ooh, tell me more.
You enter the client and their sector, and it auto-generates a briefing with sector trends, client highlights, discussion points.
Wow, automating the prep work for high-value interactions.
Right. Or a meeting recap maker. Upload a transcript, it spits out structured action items and decisions.
That's genuinely useful, turning talk into action.
Now, for creator and marketing tools,
Right.
constant pressure for content, right?
Always. The content treadmill.
So a content pillar planner, enter brand keywords, it outputs a 30-day content calendar.
Okay, that's a big time saver.
A hook generator. Give it a caption, it suggests viral hooks plus trending hashtags. And this one's cool. A caption carousel converter.
Right, what does that do?
It splits text into formatted Canva or slide layouts, makes creating carousels way easier.
Very specific, very useful for creators.
Then finance and ops need accuracy, speed. There's a budget versus actual snapper. Compare sheets, get an instant variance dashboard.
Nice. Visualizing financial data quickly.
And an expense classifier. Upload a bank statement, it flags categories plus anomalies, catching errors or weird spending.
Automating tedious financial checks.
Yeah. And even personal productivity. Beyond Habitized, they have a microjournal. 3 prompts a day, leading to a dashboard of mood thought trends.
Interesting. Quantified self, but super simple.
And something called Coffee Dash, simple tool for freelancers.
Yeah.
Track income versus expenses, see trends.
Just the essentials for freelance finance. I like it.
And get this, they also have this concept really innovative called App as Decks.
App as Decks.
Okay, what's that? Instead of, boring PowerPoints, they replace them with interactive app decks.
Interactive.
Think like an interactive simulation. You click next, but you're actually interacting with data or a model, not just static slides.
Whoa. Okay, that is different. How disruptive do you think that could be for the good old PowerPoint?
That's what I was wondering.
Well, this whole range, it really raises an important point about adaptability, doesn't it? It shows AI can automate these really specific, niche tasks everywhere,
Hmm.
making complex stuff feel intuitive, presenting data so it's immediately useful, and the app Aztecs.
Yeah.
I think that's potentially very disruptive.
Yeah.
Think about it. Standard presentations are passed. You sit there, you listen. An interactive app deck pulls the audience in. They become participants.
Right. They can explore the data themselves.
Exactly. Run what-if scenarios. Follow their own path through the information. It's not just making it look nicer. It's making it more engaging, more persuasive. You're embedding the functionality into the story.
Embedding functionality. That's a great way to put it. It's a step towards a much more interactive way of sharing complex ideas.
Definitely. A unique differentiator for ByteMint, for sure.
So who's the person driving all this? The founder is Rohit Beria, and his background is pretty unique. It's this finance to AI journey.
Ah, not the typical tech founder path, perhaps.
Right. He was a finance and strategy leader, then pivoted into becoming an AI builder. Seems like he was driven by wanting to solve real problems pragmatically.
And that finance and strategy background probably shapes how he approaches building these apps.
It seems like it,
Mm.
especially what they call his freelancer mindset.
Freelancer mindset, what does that entail? Well, according to the sources, it means he keeps things lean, iterates incredibly fast, and this is key measure success by the hours and headaches saved clients.
Okay, very results-oriented. Client value first.
Exactly. There's a great quote attributed to him. I build like a freelancer, think like a founder, and ship like an AI lab.
Huh. Build like a freelancer, think like a founder, ship like an AI lab.
I like that.
Yeah, it captures that blend, right? The urgency and direct value of a freelancer, the strategic vision of a founder, and the innovative speed of an AI lab. It's about delivering impact quickly and smartly.
And it's not just about the tech build. His background in business consulting, places like Amazon City, Big Four Consulting, that's a huge plus,
Definitely brings business acumen.
which lets ByteMint offer this combo, strategic consulting plus tech build. So you're not just getting an app developer.
No, you're getting someone who can understand the business problem first.
Right. He can map out the business issues, figure out the best workflow, then build the app to embed that solution.
Yeah.
How critical is that blend, that strategic insight coupled with the fast build?
Oh, I think it's absolutely crucial, especially now. If we connect this to the bigger picture, there's so much generic software out there.
Mm-hmm. To really solve a core business pain point, you need more than just code. You need to understand the why. What's the context? How will this really change the workflow?
Otherwise, you just build an app for its own sake.
Exactly. Build something technically fine but strategically useless. Rohit's background lets ByteMint act as a strategic partner, not just a vendor. They co-create solutions tied to actual business outcomes.
Ensuring the apps are genuinely impactful, not just another tool.
Precisely. Minimizes the risk of building the wrong thing, even if it's built well.
Okay, so what does this mean for you, the listener? If you're hearing this and thinking, hey, I've got a painful problem this could solve, how do you actually engage with ByteMint?
Good question. How does it work?
Well, it sounds like they're quite selective, which kind of fits their bespoke model. They only take a few projects each month.
Okay, so it's focused. Boutique almost.
Seems like it. And if your idea gets picked, they promise to scope your app in 48 hours.
48 hours. That's impressive for scoping a custom build.
Incredibly fast to get clarity on what's possible.
And the business model, how do they price this?
They have flexible plans. A simple plan, mostly UI focused, like that habit tracker.
Right.
A business plan, they're most popular apparently for small businesses needing an AI smart database. Think sales tracker, product catalog.
Right, the core SME tools.
And an advanced plan for more complex stuff, workflow automation, needing API integrations for those deeper AI insights.
So tiered options depending on complexity. Makes sense. Makes it accessible.
Yeah, it seems designed to fit different scales.
And looking ahead, what's their vision? The what's next section.
Right. They've got some interesting plans. They want to plug mock apps into real AI backends like OpenAI Gemini.
Okay, so boosting the intelligence, making them more powerful, moving beyond just smart tools to like truly adaptive systems.
Yeah. And adding templates by sector, CPG, BFSI, tech, retail.
Smart move. Scaling their expertise into specific industries makes it easier for those businesses to see the value.
They're also talking about building a library of ready-to-use apps, maybe a freemium model with custom builds as the upsell.
Well, that could really broaden access.
Sure.
Let people try a basic micro app, then upgrade to something custom. Good strategy.
And of course, expanding those interactive DEP apps as a unique ByteMint thing.
Doubling down on that differentiator. It's clever,
Isha.
turning pitches into experiences. This whole vision, it's not just adding features, is it? It feels like they're building an ecosystem.
An ecosystem, yeah, where this hyper-personalized intelligent software becomes like the standard way of doing things.
Exactly, moving away from one size fits none.
And bringing that back to you, the listener, imagine that potential. An even wider range of these tools, tackling more and more complex, specific problems in your work, maybe even your personal life.
Yeah, this agile, bespoke approach, it really does feel like a glimpse of the future. Tailored intelligence instead of generic software.
Okay, so let's quickly recap our deep dive. ByteMint positions itself as your personal AI micro app studio,
Right. Fast, interactive, super customized tools.
solving specific problems, replacing clunky decks with apps, and basically helping us move beyond that software bloat and feature fatigue.
A focused alternative.
So as we wrap up, here's a thought to leave you with.
Okay.
Consider what single painful problem in your daily routine work, personal life, whatever, could genuinely be transformed by one of these precisely built AI-powered micro apps.
Just one thing.
Could this bespoke, agile way of building software really be the future? Moving beyond off-the-shelf stuff to tools that are perfectly tailored to your actual needs, giving you back time, focus, maybe sanity?
It's a powerful question. Is tailored the future?
Something to think about. Thank you so much for sharing your sources and joining us on this deep dive into ByteMint.
Yeah, this was fascinating.
We hope it gave you some really interesting insights into where personalized software might be heading.